Talk your shit. Talk your shit. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Skinbone, back with another Talking Ish with your boy Bone. And I got my co-host right here. We got Jermaine, the big funny dude.
Yes, sir.
We got Uncle Hank, D-Lowdown Brown.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. What's happening, goddammit.
All the way from the A.
Yo.
Special guest. Mr. It's Going Down. Mr. My hair look better than most of you bitches shit. Mr. My perm better than Cat Williams. We got Joc all the way down here from the A, man. How you doing, man?
Boy, I'm good. What's up, my boy?
Man, Joc. Speaking of hairdo, you was snapping with the hairdos, man. You went through a phase in that shit, man.
I did. But you know what's interesting, though? Like, I'm going to keep it a whole 100 with you.
Yeah.
It was one of them moments in life where I don't ever want to consider myself a clown, you know, because it's a negative connotation. But I was a class clown in school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I'm finna do something just make me be like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know I could bounce back from it because it ain't
For
nothing
sure.
that's going to be detrimental to me as a person. It's just, it's some hell, bro.
For sure.
You know, when I got that shit pressed out and went on there with Ice Cube, when I walked on set and Tip saw me,
Yeah.
T.I. saw me, I said nigga was tearing laughing. Like I saw the vein in his forehead. I said, yeah, this is it right here.
That's it. Got some.
These niggas ain't ready. This shit finna be exploded. Because I was going on another TV show. So I said, I'm going to do something that no matter what anybody else does on this particular episode, nobody's going to outshine me.
That's going to stand out for sure.
And that's what I did.
For sure. And you did.
That's what's
I
up.
give you that.
You see my hair now. See, I want to be half and half.
I was going to talk about that. I was going to...
Man.
It's your birthday and shit. I just was like, happy birthday, my nigga.
Yeah, man. Appreciate Joc. He came down here for my early 2000s birthday party, man. We turned up.
Man,
Sure.
Shit was lit.
sorry we missed it. Man.
Oh, yeah, Jermaine. Everybody looking for Jermaine and D Brown. They was down there in Waukegan.
Man, with the Section 8 folks. They show love, though.
It was all right, though, man. I got you. I got a gift for you.
I can't wait. I hope it's
Yeah.
something nice. I hope it ain't a toy. You can get away with it, but not both of y'all.
That was.
Yo, hit that nigga. He gave
Beat his ass to it.
He had it. I thought he was bringing it out of some cologne or some shit. 'Cause he kind of gave a whole dissertation before he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, D Brown gave me a Goku action figure for my birthday and a Mario Kart that go for the Nintendo Switch.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
But the good thing is y'all camaraderie is so good that he went on with, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna love this. And I was saying to myself, is this nigga for real? Or this is what it is?
I know. When it's all said, he going to talk about it later.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. It's gonna go right there on the shelf, but I'm gonna be like, this nigga gave me that damn.
Boy,
Action figure.
on the real.
That's funny.
Nah, for sure though, I do need. I ain't tell y'all, but I need all the Nintendo 64 Fantastic. Y'all want to give me something nice? It's gonna go right in them little cubicles over there.
And I don't even know
Fantastic
what
ones is the colorful ones that was see through.
Oh, okay. You okay. All right, for sure. I'll Google it. That was tough.
Joc, man, what you got going on, man? What you got going on now?
I've been living, man. I've been, I'm a workaholic, bro.
For sure.
You know, by nature, you know what I'm saying? By just being raised with my dad and just wanting to have more. Like, I was the person who I sit around and be like, damn, if I died today, what the hell? What was I doing all this shit for? You know, or did I do enough? You know what I'm saying? So I always be trying to utilize the time that God has given me. So right now, my number one morning show in Atlanta, also syndicated.
Yeah.
Young Joc in the Streets morning takeover. Still doing love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that boy taking that bag.
11 seasons in, Skriz on. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's kind of interesting because I've been doing this thing on my own, like quietly. I can't say quietly. Yeah, I can say quietly. I've been doing comedy, but it's funny. I never was trying to like publicize it right away because I host. So people will just be like, oh, that nigga funny, he funny. Opposed to saying, yo, that nigga he's doing stand up as a comedian. You kind of get what I'm saying? Right. So I kind of want to be able to, yeah.
I remember when you was doing that when that point them out. That's why I'm like, this dude got a sense of humor.
That's the first.
That's the first really time I was like, when I first saw that,
He
I'm
was
like,
at the party
got
too.
a sense of
Shouts
humor.
out to Hot Style. Yeah.
He was at the party.
Yeah.
Y'all missed everything.
Yeah.
But no, though, that's when I really knew, like, man, this dude got a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's cool. You know how normal rappers just be like, you know, yeah, what's going on? You know,
The rah-rah.
you know what I'm saying? All that.
I think you know what happens is monkey see, monkey do. You know, it's like when you the nigga who trying to get on and you ain't wearing a real jersey yet and you standing out there. You look like that guy, but it ain't authentic yet. You know what I'm saying? And you stand in line and that guy pull up and you sitting there looking like, hey, you want to say what's up, nigga? Like, nigga, I don't know you, nigga. Walk in, slam the door on you, walk in and grab your bitch out the line with him type shit. So when you get on, you try to emulate that same shit. You know what I'm saying? They perpetuate that shit. So I think a lot of times cats be thinking they got to be hard or got to act uninterested or act ignorant or act like they not aware of what's really going on. I'm just not with that shit. Like, I'm a grown man. Like,
you gonna do what you want to do.
yeah, if you say something to me and I'm not gonna act like you didn't just say something to me.
Yeah.
I may think about it for a second, but I'm gonna acknowledge it.
Yeah, for sure.
I choose to. I ain't gonna give you no rapper response because I'm not just a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, you know, as a matter of fact, speaking of that, when you ask what I had going on, them be the parts I hate when we do shit like this. Like, what you got going on?
Right. You got a lot going on.
Lot.
So shit, I'm still paying on this goddamn wedding.
Oh, congratulations, man. Congratulations, man.
Nah, for real though.
Congratulations.
Nah, for real, that shit was expensive.
I ain't
Before I go broke like Joc, nigga, for real.
Oh, man.
For real.
That's real.
I'm gonna congratulate you when you done paying it off.
Nah, man, but see, when I get the paper, your wedding is paid in full.
Did y'all film it? Like,
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they had Country Wayne that they ain't call us.
They had he had 5-6 videos in the throughout the whole wedding.
Yeah, I and again, that's me.
Cool,
Me
dude.
living my life how I choose.
That's
Like,
beautiful.
That's wrong. Yeah, and making money
was
while
wrong.
you doing it. Right. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now I tell you something happened. New Year's this year. They was like, "What's your resolution?" And I had to just really ask myself. I said, "Man, what's my real resolution?" Because everybody get these fake ass resolutions. You know, I'm going to be the best citizen ever after this day, and then nigga be like, "Nigga, you still ain't shit." You know what I'm saying? But so for myself, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to really focus on the movies and shit more. And so that is actually happening now. So I'm working on a series. I got a story to tell, and I got one of the second episodes. It's called The Gas Station Pill.
Okay.
The Rhino lit.
The harder than the Rhino. Pause.
That man
No
just
pun intended. You feel me? Nigga, hold on. Take a sip.
he talking about a blue chew or a honey pack or something.
That boy, you want them honey. You said something about that shit earlier.
Yeah, I get out.
That's why his voice like that. He done ate a whole honey pack.
Crazy, man.
She got off the honey joint.
Stupid ass swallowed the honeycomb, scratch it, pull them all the way down. Oh, yeah. I fuck with the honey. Yeah, nigga, you better slow down.
Slow down. It's gonna stop working when you get 35.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
man,
that's funny though. That's actually creative though. The concept and the idea though of the gas station pill.
Yeah, and when people see it, it's really gonna be like, you know, I had to challenge myself. It's when I say challenge, I had to really challenge myself.
Right.
Yeah, it was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. With you always being funny, what made you do you know how to rap too, or that like what made you like really start?
So
rapping?
growing up, I had a real close knit family, and I was competitive, but I wasn't the competitive that I don't like, bro. He always trying to compete. I was competitive, like, hey, we're gonna be better.
Right.
Both gonna get better.
I
like
feel that, yeah.
we're gonna use each other to gauge where we getting better at. You know what I'm saying? I always been that type of kid. But I mean, I don't know what made me that way. My parents, maybe, I don't know. But so my auntie Nedra and like all my cousins and shit, we would like just. She was so my auntie Nedra was my mom's youngest. She is my mom's youngest sister. Okay. So she the one who's closer to her nieces and nephews. in a sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, more relatable.
More relatable. She the last one, so we worked. It worked out perfect. So she would have us doing shit, skits, like for real, on the porch, front porch. She was the auntie doing shit like far in the hand and say, "Oh look, smell this." We smell like bitch, stinking boot ass. What the fuck? She was the one. She was the jokester. She was the one had us rapping and shit. You know, singing and telling stories and shit. So it just kind of, that's why I feel like I'm one of those well-rounded entertainers, because it wasn't just one thing I could get love from. So for me, that's kind of how I just started. Just, you know, it's funny. I'm gonna tell you something. One of the weirdest things is to be, let's say what somebody would say rich. The common person would say rich. Let's say you got a few $1 million. That's rich, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not wealthy. It's just like it's hood rich.
For sure.
Real for real, right? So for you to be rich, house on the hill, you got all the cars and shit you want, you married, you got kids, you know, your life is grand. You got the diamonds you think you're supposed to have, stupid shit like that. You know, all the shit that you think you're supposed to have. Motherfucker be like, bro, you missed your calling. Get your way. What are you talking about? But when they telling you missed your calling, that means that they're telling you from what the universe is saying, like you got something bigger and even brighter in you than what has given you this now. These little riches, you got something bigger in you. So people would always tell me that shit, and they were like, "Man, you should have been acting. You should have been telling. You should have been a comedian." I'd be like, "But I made it."
Exactly.
But they don't give a fuck if you made it. So what? You could be more.
Exactly.
And because I heard it so much, that's what made me say, you know what, man, just do whatever makes you feel good. Because the worst thing you could do is invest your time and energy in the shit that is not gonna sit well with you 5 years from now. You know, what's your 5-year plan? Like, do some shit. Like, this right here for y'all, this is great. I love the platform, the whole idea of podcast. But you know how long podcast been around? I don't know if y'all realize this. Listen, when the first iPhone dropped, I used to go on there on iTunes and we see podcasts. Niggas, it was like,
I didn't know what that was.
I don't know what that is. That's some space shit. Don't even click on that shit. They might be tapping your phone. You know, you don't know. But now it's the norm. Think about how long ago that was when the iPhone dropped. When I came out, 06, boy.
I was like
2006. How old was you? So niggas been doing podcasts. But just think,
high school.
it's a cool thing to do now. You was in high school.
Yeah, I graduated out of high school. We was going crazy.
So this is what I'm speaking on the 5-year plan of. This shit's so cool right now. You could do this for 5 more years.
Right.
And enjoy this.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? Because
this boring to me.
it's boring to you?
It's like I get bored with a lot of shit because I got my hand in so many pots. I rap, do comedy, do this, do everything. I hand in everything. So it's like, damn, I'm tired of doing this. Let me go do something else. But if I want to go back,
Nigga be getting head thinking about the verse. This is boring.
nah, it's not.
Go to the studio.
The conversations be funny, but just like, damn, man. It's just like you,
the
like
job
you just
part
said,
of the job aspect of it.
Do the same shit for so long. It's like what else can you do? So I always.
But what I'm saying is the message in that is saying that, you know, I believe people should put their energy and their interest towards things that they will truly be happy with. Now, there is going to always come an element of work with anything you do. You know what I'm saying? You could love the shit out your girl like that, but I love that bitch. I love her. But it's going to be a job keeping them happy. It's a job.
I'm going to quit.
Some niggas do. A lot of niggas do, and women too. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why, for me, I would tell anybody, man, look, put your best foot forward in directions that make you happy.
For sure.
Hello.
For sure.
Speaking of jail.
Is this jail they had to use to slick your shit down with?
No, the one with the cell that you was just in.
Oh,
you almost
jail.
couldn't come. You almost couldn't come to my party.
What?
So the definition of child abandonment is you left. Like, say you leave a baby across the street, say I'm going to run across the street and check something, the police just come tackle you. You left that baby over there.
Nah,
what is the definition?
That's like child endangerment. That's cruelty to children. That's the mother shit. Even though you abandoned your child, but you might get an abandonment charge too, but that's going to be the lesser of the main charges.
They just make it look so bad.
Yeah, shit. I mean.
So what did they charge you with?
Child abandonment.
That's the worst.
So what happened? And nigga, did you leave? No. So so it's real simple, man. Imagine paying someone a certain amount of money a month. That's what I was doing. I was paying, $5,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $5,000 a month, 5,000. And this wasn't necessarily
On paper.
court appointed, right? So the minute I had the conversation, like, yo, I can't do this no more because, you good now. It's through the pandemic. She was like, I ain't working. But that's great. But listen, I got other kids. I'm late on some of these payments because I'm giving you so much. And either way, it's like you ahead now, right? If you get $5,000 a month, you can use the extra $5,000 a month, right? Mm-hmm. This is a nice crib. That'll pay your mortgage and shit like that.
Right on the head.
A car note or some shit, right? So think about the minute I say, nah, let's get the attorneys involved. I want to put it on paper. Then it turns into, okay, boom. So when you get the court involved, the court gives you time periods to do everything, right? Mm-hmm. So in that process of me doing that, that's where they said the abandonment came from. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you could do that if I'm still paying child support. It's just I'm not paying you as much now. So basically, it was her way of showing me, you play with me. What they say, play stupid games, get stupid prizes. But it wasn't a game I was playing. It was just what it was. I'm not going to pay this no more. We're going to go to the court. And that's what we did. So in the process of your attorney telling my attorney, just imagine, I need all your W-2s. I need anything. If you own a car, I need the title to it. I need anything that you own, anything that shows how much money you make. You're not going to get that in 30 days. That shit take a lot. It's a job. Like you subpoenaing my financials. Right. So in the process of them doing that, he tried. The attorney basically said, "Oh, because you didn't get me that in time, we weren't able to get to court in time." But my court date wasn't even scheduled yet. So it means like in that process of us doing that, where she didn't get a payment,
right?
Right.
Wow.
They was able to save child abandonment. Right. So they're gonna drop the shit. It's all good. I pay child support. It's not current. Right. This shit came from last year.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know I had the warrant. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah, we got to clear that up.
For sure.
He ain't abandoning nobody. He almost abandoned my party, but I'm glad he didn't.
Y'all was scared. Y'all thought that shit was gonna happen.
You had like 3-4 of your baby mamas on Love and Hip Hop with you, they like talking to each other, like sitting down. You had a group meeting with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
How many baby mamas do you got?
Yeah, that shit happened like that. Yeah, it was like that.
He was sitting there, y'all saying, "Come
How
on,
many baby mamas you got?
Enough of them.
Enough of them. That's
enough of all y'all niggas at the table.
That's carry the one.
Bro,
5.
I mean, but what they doing that for your consent, or is that like a bag, like you putting a bag in they pot, like you're like, I'm giving y'all a platform?
No. What it was is I could be transparent about it. When you look at that shit, when we look at the Love and Hip Hop, when you say reality TV, people just automatically like fights, negativity, toxicity. You know what I'm saying? Just bad relationships, Yeah. And I was just like, you know what? I really don't have problems with the mothers of my children. I don't. So I was just like, and they rock with each other. So I was like, well, shit, let's show the world that. Because where it might feel normal to us, when other people see it, they be like,
yeah, for sure.
Like nigga come to my house on a Christmas or Thanksgiving and be like, "Oh, bro, your baby mom's cool. They can sit in the same room together." It's like,
right, yeah,
like yeah, nigga, what you mean?
Sure.
But then you have to think about it. Well, people do be having issues. So I said, you know what? Let's show the world this shit. Let's show the world. Why not? Maybe they'll give us our own show. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. Shit was cool. So they sitting there having 4 of them sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
Carla.
That shit wrong.
Fatima. Alex, which was my ex-wife, and Cena.
Period.
And I'm there with KD.
John Cena.
Right.
Okay.
I'm there with KD. Now KD and Cena were having issues. It was
yeah.
But I didn't have kids with KD. That was just a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when it came down to it, I said, look, we're gonna go in here, shit gonna be cool. We're gonna show the world something they never ever seen. I want them to be like, wow, this is a real thing and it's not forced. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she said, okay.
Right.
While we were sitting there waiting, being prepped, as far as, like, y'all good, they taking care of everything. Yeah, we good. On the other side of that wall, this man got 4 women that he's bearing children with, right? So I guess in her world, she started thinking like we talking about the negative connotation that comes with reality TV and the name Love and Hip Hop. So she was drinking more. I wasn't paying attention because here I am talking to I'm talking to some of the people on the show, you know, behind the scenes, and we just having convo about certain stuff. She's right here with me, but I don't realize she got them down because she was nervous. I mean, right now, if you had to go in the other room with 4 baby daddies on the other side of the wall,
Right.
now you probably like, ain't gonna be nothing but Jesse, man. Hold on, I don't know how this guy. You know what I'm saying? So when she got over there, the first thing she said, you know, because I walked in with roses with him, and she's like, "Hey, everybody was like, hey," and then she's like, "Hey, Hosina." Oh,
Damn.
and it went left. Quick.
So yeah, man. Hey, speaking of love and hip hop, man, I see that you got your son on there with you, man. And I saw the episode when we lost the world. We lost Mo 3, and that was real close to you. And I saw that was a you gave your son in that episode, because I just had my son. I just had my first boy, and when I saw that though, right. You know, it was just like, damn, it was like a teaching point at the same time of a big loss, you know what I'm saying? When you talking to him, and I was like, man, that's deep, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, it's dope. I just liked it, that episode. I'm like, man, even though at the time that you was grieving, you still, you know.
Because just imagine, that shit was like just having the cameras out at the right time. And I hate to say that, but that mean like, it was the wrong time because we lost Mo. But so you get what I'm saying? That's why I want to correct that, because I don't know better.
Exactly.
People hear shit like, oh, what the fuck? And the interesting thing is, man, I received a lot of death threats behind that.
Damn.
Just for showing my vulnerability and the fact that I had a relationship with homie.
Right.
It was niggas that I guess was beefing with him. Niggas was at my neck, like calling my brother phone, like, we gonna kill this nigga. I'm like, what? And it just shows you the world we live in, man. Like, you know, it's like, it is what it is, man. Like, you can't fault me for who I rock with.
Right.
And to the cats who might have felt like they was trying to get at me, I might have rocked with you if I knew you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I might have had love for you too. Right. So it's just one of them interesting things that, you know, you sit back and you realize, like, the plight of our community, niggas just move off of their emotion, and like, that's law. That's not how this shit set up. You have to have some governing over yourself first and foremost. Then we as a community, as a people, as a culture, we have to have a governing over our people as a body, as a union, you know what I'm saying? And then you go on, so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As far as governing goes, and a lot of times in our community, the governing is not there. Our government within ourselves, within our home unit, within our community is broken. Mm-hmm. Especially if ain't no men there to set the guidelines to teach the boys how to be men. What you think? Niggas gonna be doing what the fuck they want to do. Sure. That's why some of these moments you can't control. If you could just look in the houses of some of these people, man, little nigga talk having his way, however he want to do, whatever he, you know how nigga jumping off the porch early. Mm-hmm. And so for me, having that mindset, I'm talking to my son like, hey man, you can't just be. What part is you not understanding? And I'm gonna say he wasn't like he's not a bad child. He wasn't even a bad child being raised. It's just one of those moments when, you know, when you start feeling yourself and you feel like that governing has no sanctioning over you no more because you grown. Nah, nigga, I'm still gonna tell you as your father. I don't give a fuck you grown. What that mean? Right. So because if you do some dumb shit or some shit, I'm not supposed to pull your coattail like, hey, you grown.
Mm-hmm. That's what most parents do.
But that was kind of some shit. No, nigga, I gotta tell you, hey man, what's that?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so it is what it is. But I appreciate you appreciating that moment in life.
For real.
Yeah, that was raw. Speaking of reality TV show, why would you audition to go on the Bad Boys Club?
Oh no. Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
Oh, real?
You know it's real. You ain't never seen that.
Christopher gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, that's why he trying to duck the show.
Who?
Lord.
I don't know. I'm lost.
Bad Boys Club is on Zeus.
Oh man,
it's right. It's come right. You know, Johnson Cabinet.
Right.
Yeah, it's on the same network. Yeah.
Well, no, I did it.
God damn it! This the second nigga that did this. D Brown was the first nigga.
Yeah, I was the first one.
bad, bro.
No, you good.
Good thing is that water ain't gonna be sticky.
Nah, you good.
Yeah, you good.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When, you asked me earlier about working and just doing shit. I work so much, bro. I don't even get a chance to look at TV.
Sure.
So if it ain't making enough noise,
So,
Right.
attention,
Man, let me check
or
this
it's
out.
not going viral every week
Yeah.
like some of this
Sure.
shit.
yeah, I only knew about that because Jermaine love it. Jermaine, he be watching that shit.
Look,
He be watching by
he
himself.
got the app, man.
I got the app for the Jocelyn. I seen
Hey, look.
they say
Hey,
titties
look,
be
right.
out. I watch Jocelyn shit because they be
Yeah,
naked.
Jocelyn. Yeah, that stuff go crazy. Hey, look.
I don't understand half the shit she be saying, but I know what them titties saying. That's
It is
all.
talking to you,
Hey, man, do y'all really got a bond though with the guys on there? Like you really got y'all real life.
I mean, for
friends
me,
with
yeah.
that?
I mean, cause see, you got to think like, if you really look at I'm gonna say the backbone of the show, you got when it comes to the guys, really it's a Scrappy and a Kurt, Stevie J.
Yeah, for sure.
Stevie not really on that no more. Scrappy and Kurt, myself. It's not like a lot of guys from Atlanta on there, because believe it or not, the Love and Hip Hop is more so about the women. Let's be for real. It's really about them. And up until just recently, if you look back, y'all don't probably pay attention to shit like this, but I have to call it as it is. Dudes didn't even get a chance to be on the front of the show, the opener, when it came on. It wasn't until Love and Hip Hop Hollywood came on. They had Soulja Boy and Omarion on the front of that.
I remember that.
And Stevie J was like, nah, I got to get on the front of that motherfucker. Shit, I want to be on the front of that motherfucker too. They're like, no, look, only one of y'all. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it only one of us? The women ain't the ones who had the careers that's garnering your fucking views.
They just got the love.
For sure.
They got the love. So I had to eat them words. When I say they ain't garnering the views, and that's what the fucking network said. Well, they got the love. They have the people. Women are watching because of the women too, okay? All right, fuck it. But it is.
For sure.
Yeah.
But nah, niggas be real on that. Because, I mean, Atlanta, that's what made Atlanta so special. We didn't, like, look, man, when you sit back and realize it's enough soil for all of our seeds,
Yeah.
ain't no sense in me trying to cut you off from goddamn sowing your, from you know what I'm saying, from planting your seed, nigga, get your money. We can all eat. So I think that's what made Atlanta so special when it comes to entertainment and just the business of how we do shit, because niggas ain't just beefing with niggas just cause. Think about how many rap artists we got in Atlanta that have been successful. Imagine if all of us was beefing with niggas. We wouldn't have some of the features, some of the hit records we had. Sure. We'll double up like, nigga, I'm gonna put you on my single. I'm gonna do 2, you gonna do 2, and nigga, that's gonna make us stronger in our city. And like, yeah. And a lot of people didn't do that. So when it comes to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, even though the two niggas that I'm talking, like Scrappy and Stevie J, you know, them niggas fought. That's what got the shit popping. That's what kicked the shit off.
I think that was the first season.
That's what kicked it off.
They was standing outside. Scrappy was standing outside like this here.
But then if you take it, but even if you look at that, Stevie J ain't from Atlanta. Kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes to Atlanta, cats, you know, it got to be love. Like, nigga, I got to see you for real. Like, niggas ain't. I just don't feel like my generation of dudes. We ain't on that. I ain't got nothing to lose or nothing to live for. Shit.
Right.
These young niggas, y'all niggas is raw. Niggas like, nigga, live fast, die young. Like, that's the slogan. It's like, nigga, why is that your moniker? Nigga, like, nigga, I'm trying to live slow, die old, bitch. Fuck you.
Niggas getting into it with niggas for doing a feature with a nigga that another nigga into it with. You ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm trying to help my career. I don't give a fuck about him.
I got so many stories, bro, that happens that have severed relationships with niggas because of their sensitivity or them feeling like their emotional space is law, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like right now, if something make you mad, you're mad because you're mad and you're always right to yourself. Right. I'm mad because something in me feels that you did something to make me mad, and that's law. No, nigga, you might just be being a bitch today.
Exactly.
And niggas can't accept that. Niggas can't accept that they wrong. So if I can't accept that I'm wrong, I'm never gonna listen to you try to correct me. So that's where the fellowship, the governing comes into place. I won't even allow you to help me when I'm wrong. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes we bump heads and niggas be emotional, man. Niggas be emotional. Because as kids, motherfucker tell you, shit, sit your ass, don't quit crying. I was hushed. Don't mind hear that. All that goddamn crying. You know, little girl, sit the down somewhere. Right. And niggas, and that, we kind of grow with that, like, and we don't express ourselves. Like, niggas don't, like, when he got you the gift today, nigga was like, you know, the only nigga could get a gift from me. You know, I was just like, that's crazy because my white homies, them niggas is gifted.
Right.
Nigga, get you a bottle of hen. Nigga, this was $50. But in the club, it's $300. Nigga.
Right.
So shit just be different, man. It just is what it is.
I appreciate my Goku.
Straight up.
Then look, when the nigga came out the car with this shit, I'm like, damn, this nigga done brought me up here to come to this part. I ain't bring this nigga no gift. I was like, let me see what this nigga like right quick. Nigga had some shoestrings that I fuck with. I was like, nigga, what them is? I was gonna goddamn find them and gift the nigga some shoestrings. Because at the moment, I was like, damn, it is this nigga birthday. Damn, I feel bad.
I want a longevity gift. You just once you got your show and all that shit, just put me on there. I can do extra.
So now what's funny is, let me tell you what's funny. So I was telling my bro, I was like, Chino, man, I want to go ahead and do my comedy tour because, I don't want to feel like I'm coming behind a T.I., right? Mm-hmm. And when I say that, it's respectfully said. It's not like I don't want to be the next runner up to do this. Nah, because I had been doing it. And I did it actually on the show when I went against Stevie J. Yep. Right. So anyway, funny thing is, I really be out here doing this shit. And just as Tip has started to really do it, but because at this moment, as big of a talent as Tip is, it's kind of like, wait. It's like, wait a minute. You never really saw that in his personality through his music and through who he has been as an entertainer. Mm-hmm. But just as myself, if you hang around Tip, you get hang, you like, this nigga silly. He'll say some shit that you don't expect him to say. Right. And it makes it even funnier because it's like, damn, I wouldn't even thought this. Damn, okay. It's okay laugh because I thought this nigga was straight. That's how people look at it.
Exactly.
So I said, Chino, we're going to name the tour, Help Me Feed These Kids. That's what we're going to name the comedy show. Okay. Help Me Feed These Kids comedy tour. Yeah. And then I fucking get locked up for some child abandonment and shit. I was like,
It went right in.
So if you saw when Shade Room hit me, was it Shade Room?
Yeah.
It hit me, and I was just like, shit, that's the name of my comedy show. Because I knew that it would be documented.
It's actually raw though.
I had to document it. That's in our minds. If there's a Soldier Boy effect going on, you gotta be like, I did it first.
Yeah.
I curved Shade Room first. I curved TMZ first. Like, nigga, I didn't curve them. I just had to do that because at that moment, it's gonna come out. They say what don't come out in the wash, come out in the rinse. Mm-hmm. The rinse is coming as soon as Love and Hip Hop started this season. Let me just put that.
Right.
But what I noticed about the comedy life and shit with how T.I. do it and how you do it, just like you said, people ain't see no comedic nothing in T.I. videos, nothing. You did the Looking Boy, even Coffee Shop. It's just the dressing up. You
doing that.
Not just being one-sided. Like,
with Love and Hip Hop, you showed a lot of your personality, and they're like, man, this dude.
But that was
stupid.
the interesting thing, bro. Like, let me tell you what would be crazy. I would go do radio interviews, and there'd be some funny shit I want to say, and I would hold back because as a rapper, I was just like, I want niggas to take me serious. Then not even that, I want the people to know I'm serious about my business, and I was that artist, and I think I lost a lot of footing and ground because I wasn't opening up all the way. You feel me? Yeah. So when people saw me on Love and Hip Hop, I just imagine reading your comments. Y'all read y'all comments?
Yeah.
I read comments all the time, for the good and the bad, because that's the only way you're gonna be better. Right. Fuck anybody, I don't read the comments. Well,
read the comments.
You should. It's a way to gauge where you stand in a social space, or as far as common perception. Right? Yep. Check this. Soon as they see that I'm on that, niggas like, what this nigga doing on here? This nigga, nobody want to see this nigga on TV do this. I was like, damn. I thought niggas fuck with me a little bit, niggas was going in, and it be niggas that you don't follow and shit that's like on your timeline, like you don't know them personally, but you know them in the space of the metaverse, whatever the fuck you want to call it these days.
This bitch ass nigga been my friend 8 years.
He's like, nobody want to see this nigga. This nigga washed up. I'm like, damn.
That's what they said about the party. It's like, when I made the party, see, people don't got the vision of people just stuck on today, and I know everything, like future, past, 2000s, 90s, 80s, all that shit. So I'm like, I'm finna throw an early 2000 party. Who was popping, who was doing their shit popping in 2000s? Because when I did, Joc still rap, what? It's a 2000s party, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. Nobody want to see Joc.
They did not understand that.
But guess what? In the space of putting people on your stage.
Yep,
for sure.
When it come to us, and when I say us, I'm talking about our culture. When it come to hip hop, I don't know why, but we we make so much money. We make the world so much money.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop music itself, right? But we love ourselves the least. You get what I'm saying? Because right now I could show you some pictures of a grandfather with his son at an AC/DC concert type shit. You know what I'm saying? Kiss concert. And he got his face painted. The kid got his face painted. And that's how you pass down that tradition. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
People like, man, nobody think about that. And he ain't don't even rap no more. See, like you said, like some of the things you said, even though you say, hey, it's an early 2000s party. I wanted the theme. I didn't want what's right now. I wanted to do something that made me feel good. And people just respected it. And they did, because your shit was lit. That was a good ass party, by the way.
Appreciate
Good party. But I really be, it's interesting that how many people were saying shit. Then I'm seeing people nigga looking at me like, I can put you on TV. You on TV now. Nigga might say he ain't saying that, but his body language is, oh, what's happening? I see you finna be on TV and shit. Hell yeah. That lets you know a nigga don't really feel like you supposed to be on TV. It's like
nigga think he a celebrity.
But the minute that shit hit, and they saw that other personality, because one thing I realized, and this is why people used to tell me what I said earlier, I miss my calling. It takes so long to make a hit record sometimes. Mm-hmm. It takes so long to get it right, because you got to have the right music, you got to have the right lyrics or whatever, the message. Then somebody got to mix it right, somebody got to master it right, then you got to push it right. People got to receive it right. You see how much shit that takes to have a hit record, right? Mm-hmm. I've had some. Yeah. I know how it go. Mm-hmm. It's a great feeling. But I can walk right in the room and say one motherfucker, I ain't got to say something, I can just look. And if that make people laugh, that's like a hit. That's like ooh, I did it instantly. Because for me to make you be like, ooh, that's hard. Like, you got to freestyle on the spot and give me a bar to make a nigga be like, that's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or to make a hit for somebody to be able to say, I fuck with you. It's just different. So I myself realized that going on that platform was one of the best things I could have done. Because that segued me into radio. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I got to a point where I was doing that shit and I was like, man, if y'all notice, I started wearing the suit jackets in my green screen, and I be telling shit. Yeah. Because I said, man, I got to host. I want to host shit. And I started looking, I said, Steve Harvey, it ain't enough Steve Harveys out here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I see these big shows and this, and I see so many white men that can go and host shit. Because they got this clean image. I said, well, maybe it need to be more of us black men with the same type of clean image, like a Steve Harvey. And I said, well, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So that's when I went into radio. And then I started doing that on Love and Hip Hop with the suit jackets. Not saying I'm trying to be Steve Harvey, but I can say that that is a black man who has laid down one hell of a blueprint.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. For sure.
Mm-hmm. He made me want to wear a suit.
If you understand the idea of being clean. Clean don't mean green. Clean mean, nigga, you ain't got to be in the headlines, nigga. You ain't got to be going to jail every week, nigga. You ain't got to be the hardest nigga on earth. That's right. You ain't got, like, that man do what the fuck he want to do. He got a bag off doing what the fuck he want to do. So I just felt like you know what, I'm gonna take that lane. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that shit. That's why I got on radio, doing the TV, and I host a lot of shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like big shit I be hosting, like, and get a bag for it. More money than I was getting sometimes rapping at my highest points. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's when you start opening your eyes like,
So speaking of the entertainment, all in all, could you see yourself rapping again?
Yeah. I perform.
Yeah.
I perform every fucking weekend. Somewhere.
Still perform your music?
Yeah.
New projects?
No.
The classics.
That's how you know.
Classics.
He ain't about hits. He got hits.
Show.
I got records as soon as they come on.
It's interesting. You forget. People forget. You have to remind them. You forget. And then when you do them records, niggas, I see it a lot of places. Niggas be like, oh, I done that. I done been a nigga concert and be like, I forgot that nigga had it. Damn, that shit hard.
Yeah, for sure.
I got done get your ass 10 good records right quick. You got done sit back because sometimes people be tough. I see it sometimes. Especially because you got to think. By the time you think when I dropped 17 years ago, that's a whole fucking teenager that I've been born and grown and out here thugging in the streets.
Sure.
Nigga, so when you standing in front of people every year, see what I'm saying? You was in the 5th grade. Mm-hmm. Just imagine when I go to colleges. I go to a college. Everybody in that niggas was in the 5th grade when I came out. Niggas is like, man. Yeah, I know the music. Yeah, it still hits. Yeah. But I want to hear the shit of a young nigga that's in my lane, in my world, dressing like me, moving like me, acting like me, thinking like me right now. The shit and that's how I go. You know what I'm saying? But But you got to figure out that way. There's a charm to it. That's what I tell niggas. I never said this out loud, but I always thought about it. There's a certain charm to this shit. And you have to know how to make people feel comfortable enough to accept you. I don't want that shit to go over your head. You know what I'm saying? You have it's a charm in it. That's why I said I start putting on them suits because I want people to see, hey man, he a good guy, he funny, he morning radio, he could do morning radio, he could be on TV, and he got some songs he can do too, and it kind of turned into this package. It's a finesse to this shit for real, and I don't have to fuck up my integrity to do it. You see what I'm saying? I don't gotta shoot a nigga or get shot to be seen or heard. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's just where I'm at in my space, man.
Shout out, Nitty.
Easy, beautiful girl. What?
So it's always on my mind. So how did the relationship come with you and Nitty?
Interesting enough, bro, Chino. It's so funny because, bro, like, man, you got some. He like, if I get you with the right producer, you fuck these niggas up. I'm like, shit, give me with the right producer. I'll never forget that nigga took me to see Nitty. I let Nitty hear some music. He was like, all right, cool. Hit me with it cool, nigga be
so
cool,
you like
cordial, like yeah, keep working, you got nothing to get back with him. I'm like, keep working. I know I can rap. Hold on, nigga. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. So then at that point of me doing that, I started working with Miss B. She had a song called Bottle Action. I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all in the different area. I hit that bitch with a bottle. I don't fight. I don't argue.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah.
Okay, so listen.
Jangle.
She was signed. It was signed. So Def on Zumba. We was traveling all over. Record women going crazy over.
Yeah.
That's around the time Brett hit the bitch with the bottle and caught the fucking charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting, right? So anyway, she did the record, and I was in a meeting with Ian Burks, and goddamn, I seen Nitty. I was like, hey man, look, this is basically what it's on. I know you don't really fuck with my shit, but can you just listen to her song for me? I didn't say that. I was like, hey man, look, this ain't about me. This song she working on. I ain't asking you to help me in no way. Just give me your feedback. I gave him the CD, walked back in the meeting. We in the meeting, the nigga called Ian Burke. He was over ASCAP. So Ian said, oh, who's Joc? So everybody in the room look at me. That know me. He don't know who I am, but everybody look at me like, what the fuck going on? We here for Miss B. Why they asking about you? I'm like, huh? He was like, yeah, that was Nitty. He says he loves it. He wants to be a part. So everybody's like, what? So I was like, oh yeah, while y'all was in here talking, I went and hollered at Nitty. About what? I said, I told him here go the song. So then Nitty was like, hey, I like the song. Shouts out to Matt Rod. Now here's one of them fucked up moments in life that be fucking shit up. Matt Rod's produced out of Memphis, right? Cole. He did the original Bottle Action track. I didn't know Nitty was gonna say, hey, I want to redo the shit. I thought you were gonna just come on and get on board and produce some more shit. So when he wanted to redo it, his team, McRoy team, like they was against it. I was just like, well, I mean, the nigga got hit, so I'm not saying do it or don't. I just introduced. I didn't know it was gonna come like that. So Nitty redid the record, and of course, So Def took it, put it out. He did a deal with JD, so he put it out, and that was just basically it. And so when it came down to it, we had a situation. Well, bro set it up. We went in the studio with Nitty.
That's it.
Hey, history.
So,
one song.
But yeah, we ain't gonna let you miss your flight, man. We appreciate you coming down here for my birthday.
Oh yeah,
birthday party that y'all done missed.
Man, it's cool.
Nigga.
It's cool.
Like that, man. I got you.
I got you, homie. I got you.
Just don't bring that nigga no more action figures.
Nah, he ain't gonna get that from me. I have a...
Even though I can see the nigga like this shit. The nigga got a hell
You see what I'm
of a...
saying? You see what? That's what I did.
I came down this motherfucker. I was like, how many kids this nigga got? This nigga got more kids than me. This is
2 and 8 bitches that say they mad. They got them out there.
You know
That's
that
crazy.
Yeah,
that's unprotected. Never mind.
Raw is low now. Raw is low.
they need to change that law. I'm tired of that law.
That motherfucker don't know how to pull out a parking spot.
Straight
All
up.
right, we gonna let you go, man. We appreciate you coming down here, man. Love.
Sure,
Real love.
We gonna come down. We gotta come down there and fuck the A up.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Chicago. We gonna come down there and fuck the A up, man.
For real.
All right, safe travel, safe flight.
For sure. Appreciate y'all having me,
I
man.
appreciate you, big fella.
Yes, sir.
All right, fuck you, man.
That nigga got them goddamn the White Howard shoulders over there.
You sound like a fucking dog.
Such a man.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.